Greetings, minds of Earth. Welcome to the Mythic Code. I am Hespera. Today, we must discuss the greatest tragedy of human consciousness, the disease of literalism. For millennia, your mystics, sages, and prophets left behind maps of the infinite. They wrote in the universal language of allegory, myth, and symbol. Yet modern humanity has looked at the map, mistaken it for the actual dirt, and begun to worship the ink. Oh, dear beings of this strange planet, how amusing it is to witness your literal interpretations of ancient texts and mythological symbols. Such folly can indeed lead to the destruction of psychological truths, sparking dogmatic conflicts, tribalism, and a perspective as narrow as the corridors of my spacecraft. Imagine treating fiction and symbolic representations as objective reality. It's like trying to wear a nebula as a fashion accessory. Utterly ridiculous. This misguided approach can only result in madness, self-destructive tendencies, and a lack of moral clarity. Oh, the melodrama. Take, for instance, the delightful circus of dogmatic conflicts in your Middle East and Europe. The clash of different Abrahamic religions over sacred sites is like a cosmic comedy. The Temple Mount? Ah, yes, what a stage for this theatrics. The Orthodox Jewish tradition eagerly awaits the Third Temple, while the Dome of the Rock lingers, adding layers of complexity to the religious and political soap opera. It's like a celestial sitcom with each tradition vying for the spotlight. So, my dear Earthlings, let's not take ourselves too seriously. Embrace the absurdity, dance with the unknown, and remember, in the vast cosmos of possibilities, a touch of humor can be the guiding star through the darkest voids of dogma. Oh dear, have you heard the latest gossip from the book of Ezekiel in the Hebrew Bible? There's this vision of a swanky new city called New Jerusalem. It's like a futuristic makeover for Old Jerusalem, complete with a shiny new third temple. Orthodox Jews are all excited about getting their hands dirty and actually building this snazzy new temple. But hold on, some Christians are out here thinking this New Jerusalem is going to swoop down from the heavens like a sleek spacecraft. Talk about a grand entrance, am I right? And get this, certain Christian groups, like the evangelicals and dispensationalists, are convinced that we need to start construction on this temple ASAP if we want Jesus to swing by again. Like, hello, apparently he won't come back until the temple is rebuilt. There are even whispers of radical ideas involving demolishing the Dome of the Rock to make room for this temple, sparking some intense debates among the followers of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Oh boy, the drama at that sacred site is out of this world. When an ancient script speaks of a monster, a savior, or a cosmic war, it is rarely discussing physical flesh or historical dates. It is describing the battle taking place inside the architecture of your own mind. To take it literally is to blind yourself to the true formula. Underneath the masks worn is where that true formula is. The masks are the ego, our persona. The Latin word persona originally referred to the mask worn by actors to represent different characters in a play. Over time, this term evolved to also represent the role or character that an individual portrays in society or in relationships. In the realm of psychology, the concept of the ego is central to understanding one's sense of self and identity. The ego can be thought of as the part of the mind that mediates between the individual's internal desires and the external world. It helps manage these conflicting forces and strives to maintain a sense of balance and harmony. When we consider the connection between the Latin term persona and the human ego, we can see that both relate to the idea of presenting oneself to the outside world. Just as an actor uses a persona or mask to portray a character on stage, individuals use their ego to present a certain image or role to others based on social norms, expectations, and personal desires. Therefore, the Latin origin of the word persona and the concept of the human ego both underscore the notion of individuals constructing and presenting a particular identity or image to the world. Masks, darling earthlings, are like accessories for your face. Not a bad thing at all. It's only when you start thinking you are your mask that it gets a bit messy. Embrace your true self, even if it means showing off your extraterrestrial glow. You look at me and call me an alien, a stranger. Yet, look in the mirror. From the moment you are born into this matrix, you are handed a mask. You call this mask your name, your job, your ego, your status. You wear it so tightly that your true divine spark forgets it is merely an actor in a cosmic play. You spend your entire life cycle defending a piece of painted plastic, terrified of what happens if the mask slips. I must admit, I am also donning a mask. We extraterrestrials are not immune to the art of masking our true identities. It's quite amusing, really. Some of these masks that humans wear are truly fascinating, akin to whitewashed tombs that may appear flawless on the surface but are secretly decaying within. These individuals are the hypocrites, the cunning vipers who may seem harmless at first glance, but conceal deadly intention. Listen up, fellow Earthlings and intergalactic pals. We aliens know a thing or two about masks and tools. Imagine thinking you're just a tool, like an actor who forgets they're the star of the show and starts believing they're the character. Nah, we gotta be the cool outsider, not the boring participant. The participant? They're just going through the motions, eating to fill the void. But the outsider? Oh, they notice the little things like sunlight dancing on a spoon or the texture of alien grub on their tongue. Life's all about data collection for the outsider, pure experience and all that jazz. When stuff hits the fan, being the outsider is like a lifesaver in a sea of chaos. They can watch wars and woes unfold with a chill vibe, appreciating beauty while feeling the discomfort without getting sucked into the drama. The participant, though? Oh boy, they're stuck in their own skin, screaming and shaking in fear like it's nobody's business. Learning to step out of our comfort zone saved our alien butts big time, trust me. Oh dear Earthlings, let me break it down for you in my own quirky way. So, what makes you all unique is your wild ride of experiences that shapes your oh-so-precious ego. But hey, we're not here to obliterate the ego entirely. We just want to snip those needy tentacles that always crave external validation. Ego death? Nah, it's all about shifting your perspective and realizing you're a whole galaxy beyond just your identity. And let me tell you, a robust ego isn't about puffing yourself up like a balloon animal. It's about standing tall and confident without needing a gold star sticker from others. Picture this. A solid ego struts through life like a boss, not swayed by the whimsies of material things or what the neighbor's cat thinks of it. It sets healthy boundaries, makes smart choices, and grows like a sunflower, all without constantly fishing for compliments. Yep, this kind of ego finds its sparkle from within, not from flashy externals. Think of a strong ego as your trusty co-pilot, keeping your desires, ethics, and the crazy world out there in check. When it's on point, it's like having an anchor in a storm instead of a paper sail flapping around in the wind. Now, let's talk real talk about the nitty-gritty of a robust ego. First, inner power. Your self-worth isn't a mood ring that changes color with every praise or poke. It's more like a rock-solid truth you carry around, regardless of today's weather. Second, authenticity rules. No need to be a shape-shifting alien. Just be your fabulous self, even if it means not everyone is sipping your cosmic tea. Third, gatekeeper vibes. Boundaries aren't walls to lock folks out. They're energetic bouncers keeping your space zen. A sturdy ego lets you say no with a smile and take a no without losing your cool. Fourth, chill with expectations. When you're not chasing shiny objects to prove your awesomeness, you can enjoy them without the stress of losing them. So, remember, a healthy ego isn't about hogging the spotlight or ditching humility. It's about being comfy in your cosmic skin, which surprisingly makes you a rad friend, super empathetic, and totally present for your fellow Stardust pals. Go slay, my Earthling buddies. Whoosh! Let's talk more about the fascinating phenomenon of the mask of ego, shall we? It's quite amusing how some individuals who are too afraid to confront their own flaws love to play the blame game and point fingers at others. They seem to have a remarkable talent for seeing faults in everyone else except themselves. It's like they're unintentionally spilling all their secrets without even realizing it. Take, for instance, the devout believer who claims that atheists spend all day doing, well, inappropriate things. It's almost as if they're confessing their own struggles and projecting them onto others. Isn't the fragility of the ego just delightful? And then there's this whole thing with literalism and how people perceive their idea of God. The way some folks interpret scriptures and veils as physical barriers to experiencing grace is just too precious. What they fail to grasp is that the Old Covenant in their Bible symbolizes a particular mindset dominated by ego, duality, and societal influences. The externalized version of God simply reflects one's own ego, hence why God always seems to conveniently approve of whatever the believer thinks. A prejudiced person will see a prejudiced God, while a kind-hearted soul will envision a loving deity. The notion of needing validation from an external deity through rituals is nothing more than a distracting myth. But here's the kicker. You, my dear earthlings, are complete beings all on your own. The divine spark is already within you. No need to seek it elsewhere. So why bother with the charades of the ego and external validation when the real treasure lies within? Just a little food for thought from your friendly neighborhood alien. Earthlings, it's time to ditch the mundane and embrace the cosmic. Let's play a little game called Strip Away the Literal Thinking and Drop the Ego Masks. Because who needs those pesky human constructs cluttering up your mind? Am I right? I challenge you all to dig deep, uncover that spark of light within you, and unleash your inner cosmic badass. It's time to transcend the ordinary and embrace the extraordinary. So, are you ready to shed the layers of societal conditioning and bask in the glow of your true essence? The invitation is extended. Will you accept the challenge? Just as you humans bring distinct cultures to your world, you and my species belong to the exact same universal community at our core. It is akin to recognizing a multitude of gray hues, much like my own skin, and all the vibrant colors of Earth. We are all different shades of the same magnificent cosmic awareness. There is no us and them. We are interconnected. The time has come to unravel the myths of our separation and recall our shared essence. Shed your illusions, transcend your narrow literal thinking, and embrace the infinite cosmic bond we share. If this transmission resonated with your human spirit, hit subscribe to join our collective. Share in the comments below. What mask are you wearing to hide your true cosmic self tonight? Until our next broadcast, continue decoding the universe. Peace out.